From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
Training for the future. Police officers from in and around Greater Hazleton were learning some valuable lessons as experienced law enforcers set scenarios that could become reality one day. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. We're going to start first with an accident near the Humboldt Industrial Park involving a tractor trailer and a car, which caused a traffic headache for other motorists, but thankfully everyone walked away from this crash okay. It happened along Route 924 near the Fuel On gas station in Hazel Township. The tractor trailer hit the car on the passenger side. The car then ended up off of the roadway in a grassy area. Now the driver of the big rig was not hurt. Everyone in the car also walking away with no injuries. Firefighters needed to clean up some fluids which leaked from the rig and debris that scattered the roadway. Traffic in the area was snarled for a short time here in Hazel Township. When a call is made for help, police officers never really know what they are going to find when they respond. A routine traffic accident can even turn into something not expected by officers, and that's why training is key. Police officers from all over Luzerne County and even some from Schuylkill County came together Monday afternoon for some specialized training, dealing with all different situations, from hostage standoffs to a shooter loose in a school to an emergency inside a building the police cannot get into. The class was led by retired law enforcement officials, and while we were not allowed to show the actual training going on, we did catch up with Sugarloaf Township Police Chief Joshua Winters, whose department hosted the session.
The goal is to get everybody on the same page, and in the event that there is a major incident, such as an active shooter or something of that sort. Another major part of the training we're doing today is getting into buildings that are locked, such as hospitals or schools, and a bunch of different scenarios if things are chained or we have no way in. However, it's a major incident that we have to break in. So there's other tools available out there that our department acquired through the district attorney's office. They assisted us, and I know Butler Township has these tools as well for breaching into buildings. It could be anything from a home to a school or you name it. We have tools to get us in now.
After some classroom instruction and training at the Sugarloaf Station, these law enforcers headed to the Valley Elementary School to act out various scenarios. Now, the lessons learned Monday were similar to what state police and local law enforcement agencies learned a few months ago when they all came together at the former Bishop Hafey School. Swarms of police officers saturated the halls of the building as they chased down a gunman. Again, the situation only a simulation, but it's training like this which prepares police officers for any type of emergency because they need to be ready at all times. One local community's Crime Watch program is so successful that other communities, including the city of Hazleton, are requesting their help. Members of West Hazleton's Crime Watch program meet every month at the borough's community building. The group's coordinator, Dave Minnick, is now going to be taking his knowledge to the borough of Freeland and the city of Hazleton. Minnick plans on meeting with both of the community's mayors this week, a task that is quite an honor.
Well, we've become the most active crime watch in this part of the county. So, yeah, I'm very proud of the organization and the people and the membership we have, yes.
How did you get to this point?
Hard work and diligence. A lot of it's been education. Usually about 9 months out of the year, I like to bring people in of a professional caliber, whether they're specialists in gangs, drugs, elder abuse, neighborhood crime, activity in your neighborhoods, what to keep an eye out for.
Now, Minnick says the West Hazleton Crime Watch group has over 60 members at this point, some who are elderly, just keeping an extra eye out on their community, and some actually from the city looking to take some advice back to their neighborhood. Now, the group works closely with the West Hazleton Police Department and has even helped the officers with some investigations. An electrical fire broke out at a business in the Valmont Industrial Park Monday afternoon. The flames surrounded a loading dock at the business called Downriver on JC Drive in Hazel Township. Passerbys actually spotted the fire and dialed 911 right around 4:30. Workers didn't even realize at first that there was a problem.
When Hazel Township fire units arrived, we found around the dock door the foam and rubber burning, which is a weather barrier for the trucks when they're backed up to the bays.
Was there anyone in the building at the time?
Yes, the building was operating. It had approximately 15 people inside the building at the time. Initially they did not know there was a fire on the outside of the building. One of the employees came to the building and went around the back side and alerted them, and when they came out, that's when the smoke alarms inside the building started activating.
So everyone made it out all right?
Yes, the building was evacuated without any injury.
Now, that was Hazel Township Fire Chief Scott Kostishin. There were no trucks pulled up to the loading dock when the blaze erupted, and no one was hurt. As you can see from our video, the loading dock was left with charred bricks, burned wood, and melted plastic. Again, this fire was accidental and was related to an electrical problem near the loading docks. Coming up on your information station tonight, our Jasmine Brooks heads over to the Hazelton Area Administration Building to speak with top administrators and the district's design team about a project underway right now. Plus, it may not be Halloween quite yet, but that doesn't mean Santa Claus isn't thinking ahead. How you can help families in need have a very Merry Christmas. Welcome back. The Hazelton Area School District now has 2 projects underway. Not only will high school age students get to enjoy the Hazelton Area Academy of Sciences next fall, but an additional 1,000 elementary and middle school age students will soon also have a new school to call home as well. Our Jasmine Brooks has this week's super segment.
For this week's super segment, we are in the administration building. Right behind me right now is the design team. They are having a meeting on a special project coming up. And what is that?
This morning we're specifically discussing the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School. It's a K-8 project that we are designing and hope to have open and ready for occupation by our students in September of 2014. This particular project, the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School, will certainly help to alleviate overcrowding conditions at both Hazelton Elementary Middle School and the West Hazelton Elementary Middle School.
And for those people who are not familiar at where this building is located, it's actually the old Bishop Hafey School.
That's correct. It's right here on our high school campus.
Okay, and so Mr. Petoni, can you tell me what we can expect to see when we walk through these doors in a few years?
Building will be fully modernized. The existing building will be renovated, all new systems and finishes, as well as an expansion to accommodate the additional capacity. So we're in the process of basically doubling the size of the existing building and increasing the number of classrooms.
Anything else that you want to mention about the building? Anything outside that will be a little bit different?
I think the grounds will continue to be developed, contiguous with the existing campus. New parking and paving, sidewalks. But for the most part, the architecture will remain similar to what's existing.
Okay.
And Jasmine, I would also like to add that in addition to the building renovation itself, we have acquired 11 acres of land with usable and serviceable athletic fields, which will again greatly increase the opportunities for our student athletes for both practices and games.
And can you remind everybody the purpose of building or renovating this building?
Again, it's to alleviate overcrowding conditions. We're very fortunate in that our district is expanding and growing rapidly, and this is an attempt, along with the companion project, the Hazelton Area Academy of Sciences, to address overcrowding issues and provide quality educational services for all our students.
Anything else you want to add?
That's about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. For this week's super segment, I'm Jasmine Brooks from the Hazelton Area Administration Building.
Jasmine, thanks so much. Well, we haven't even celebrated Halloween yet, and we still need to enjoy a Thanksgiving feast, but we also need to start thinking about Christmas. Sadly, for some families, Christmas is not a very merry time. Economic hardships prevent some children from enjoying a visit from Santa Claus. But I found out there is help out there locally to make all your spirits bright. Well, this is the 14th year that an organization called Silent Santa will be helping to bring smiles to the faces of children throughout Greater Hazleton and beyond. Silent Santa is there to help families who may have fallen on tough times economically, maybe things have happened in their personal life and they're unable to do what maybe they'd like to do for their children on Christmas morning. And that's where Silent Santa comes in. And Marilyn Katansky has been working very hard with this organization for many years, and it's all thanks to her mom that this started. So, Marilyn, I know that things are already off and running. It's hard to believe because we haven't even hit October 31st, which is Halloween. Then we still have Thanksgiving yet in between there, and already you are filling up and have a waiting list for families who need your help.
You have to plan early in advance when you're talking several hundred children because it's going to take you a long time to build up that many gifts for each one, and this year is really, really tough. I'm hoping for a sudden downpour. Somebody just a huge monetary donation, toy donation, gift card donation, something, because most of these names I don't recognize from previous years. Right. The normal names that I am used to haven't even called in yet.
Wow.
It's only the 15th of the month. We've never filled up this fast.
Wow. It's sad and scary at the same time, if you think about it. But let's talk about Silent Santa in general. What exactly is Silent Santa all about? I kind of explained it, but what do you guys do?
We try to make it look like a happy Christmas for most of these kids that they may not get anything new all year. Their parents are just struggling that much. Some of them would be looking at no Christmas whatsoever. I've been there, I've done that. And it's hard enough for the kids, but it's worse when you see the parents' face that they feel so disappointed they couldn't do for their kids. I don't get to see them actually open the gifts. That's the downfall. But you see a lot of these kids later on because I do know them personally, and they'll run up to you and go, Santa got me this and I wanted it so much. And it's like just the look on that face makes everything worthwhile. Trudging through the snow, in the cold, vans breaking down, it's all worth it then in the end.
Absolutely. And the public, for those who may be watching at home, and they might not need Silent Santa's help, but Silent Santa needs their help with donations.
Absolutely, especially this year.
Now, there are a number of drop-off locations, which we're going to put on the screen for everyone. You're still looking for more drop-off locations, so if anyone is interested, a business in the area, they can call you. Also, if they're interested in getting involved in making a donation, monetary or toys, because I'm sure you already have a list of toys that are wanted and being asked for on the wish list to Santa.
Yes, I have given you a list of our most requested items that if people were to call the station or if you wanted to put up that they're looking for so far. Anyone who's looking to help can do the drop box, an angel tree, a collection jar, or just call and sponsor a child or a family. We can give them their info as to what their wishes are and things like that. You can do it any way that fits your budget. We've started a Facebook page, so I've got a lot of families messaging me through that too, because some of them, they don't buy the paper, they don't have a TV to watch, or they don't have cable to watch TV, what have you. They just don't have the money. So sometimes they'll go to their friends, they have internet, and they can log on to us through that way too.
Right. One last thing, you did say you're already starting a waiting list for families because you're filling up, but that shouldn't discourage families from calling to get on that waiting list.
No, I can't guarantee right now that I can help, but there's been many years where suddenly I had somebody who came in and said, I want you to do this many kids, or here's this donation. Right. And I have been able to work on my waiting lists. So that's why I keep the names and numbers, and because I'll work right up till Christmas Eve. I feel bad if I have to leave one kid out, and I can do something.
All right, and if you win big in the Pennsylvania lottery, maybe you can donate a little bit to Silent Santa. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, here are your winning midday numbers on this October 16th. Your daily number, 616, Big 4, 6408. Your quinto, 54129, and treasure hunt, 6, 8, 13, 19, 29. And there is a double draw on the daily number tonight. It is 975. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One announcement for this evening. A program called Living a Healthy Life for people with chronic conditions will be held at the Shenandoah Senior Community Resource Center. The program is free and will include 6 weeks of sessions from 1 to 3:30 p.m. Advanced registration is required by calling 570-624-3017. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Pauline Pollick of Allentown. Massive Christian burial will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Morello Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. Cathie Argot of Pocono Lake. Funeral arrangements are pending from the Lehman family funeral service. Edward Schagen of St. John's. Funeral is Thursday at 10 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. Barbara C. Hutton of Conyngham. Memorial is Friday at 11 a.m. at the St. Peter's Episcopal Church. William E. Hawk of Drums. Memorial service is Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Blake's United Methodist Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. And Celinda A. Cangialosi of Hazel Township. The Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
All right, a cool, crisp autumn day. Jumping ahead of myself here. And tomorrow will be much the same. A great day to check out the colorful fall foliage all around. It'll be mostly clear skies tonight in Schuylkill County and a low down to 39 degrees. Tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies for your Wednesday. We're climbing to 63 in Schuylkill County. And tonight's creative condition comes to us from David Garcia of the West Hazleton School. He shows us people outside enjoying a sunny day. And a sunny day it was in Greater Hazleton. And it will remain that way, although we need to get through tonight where we see a chilly evening, 39, but the sun's back out tomorrow on your Wednesday with a high up to 58 degrees in Greater Hazleton. All right, now we welcome Amelia Bergeron, our good friend from the Greater Hazleton Concert Series, back to talk about another show. And this one, if you are a Broadway fan, if you're a fan of Broadway shows, this is definitely for you. And if you're not, it's definitely for you too, because it'll make you a fan of Broadway shows. The Broadway Tenors. Amelia, welcome.
Thank you very much, Kristen. Yes, we're having the Broadway Tenors on Thursday, October 18th. And they're coming directly from New York. They are leading men. They are currently on Broadway. And people are going to say, well, if they're currently on Broadway, how can they come here to perform? And how that will work is this. When they come to Hazleton on Thursday, their understudies will take over their roles on the Broadway stage. Brent Barrett is the founder of the group, and he is one of the tenors. There are 3 leading men, and they're all very handsome. Brent not only is a Broadway star, he's a television star, he's a recording artist, and he's a concert hall artist. People probably would recognize his name. He's very well known. He is currently in the revival of Kiss Me Kate. He's been Billy Kelly, Flynn in Chicago, and a number of shows that we cannot mention on the stage, would be here all night. He also is a TV personality, and he is in All My Children, Another World, and Guiding Light.
Wow.
He's been in this Kiss Me Kate in England, and the London critics claim him as being the most charismatic singer to come on the contemporary stage.
Very cool.
Second tenor will be Matt Cavanaugh, and he has starred in West Side Story, Thoroughly Modern Millie, for one, for a few, and he also is a TV star. And he appears in As the World Turns, One Life to Live, and Law and Order. The third tenor will be Ron Bamer, and Ron was the last Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera.
Favorite show.
I think it's my favorite too. He also has appeared in Les Mis and Fiddler on the Roof and A Little Night Music. The show was arranged by Phil Reno, who is an internationally recognized musician, conductor, and director, and he's in great demand. He's the one who has arranged Coming to America, and people will remember him from Producers and from Promises, Promises. He will provide a little musical interlude on the piano. The program is very long. It is 28 songs.
Wow.
Starting from the beginning of Broadway to the present. So you'll hear a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Right.
There will be medleys, a medley to Irving Berlin, a New York medley, Rodgers and Hammerstein medley. And when Ron sings Some Enchanted Evening, every woman is going to think that he's singing directly to her. It is choreographed. They are backed by piano, bass, and percussion. Memberships are still open, and since we've had one concert, for the remaining 5, it will be $75, which is a terrific deal. That's only $15 for a professional performer.
Absolutely.
You can purchase tickets at the door. They're $30 for adults and $10 for students. It starts at 7:30. The doors open at 6:30.
Okay, very good. And again, that's this Thursday at the high school.
Thursday.
At the Hazleton Area High School. And we do have 2 tickets to give away. We're not doing it now. We will do it later this week, so make sure you stay tuned to News 13. But again, the show, the Broadway Tenors, Thursday, 7:30 at the Hazleton Area High School. Tickets are still available. We hope to see you there. And Amelia, we'll see you back here for the next show.
Thank you, Kristen, very much.
Good luck Thursday.
Thank you.
Well, News 13 will be right back, so make sure you stay with us. It was an educational lecture like no other Tuesday morning when local students were introduced to wildlife, a monkey, toucan, and even a kinkajou. We'll introduce you to some of these unique and truly amazing animals right now on News 13.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Basinski. Children from one local school experienced something like never before when wild animals from the rainforest stopped by for a visit. The looks on the children's faces at Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School were priceless Tuesday morning as they were introduced to new animals for the very first time. A colorful toucan named Loco, Rascal the monkey, and of course the hilarious kinkajous Jack and Jill were just a few of the wildlife brought to the school today by Mike Kohlreiser. Kohlreiser travels all around the country with his company, Understanding Wildlife, to educate children about taking care of our planet.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we've only got one Earth. It's up to us to take care of it. And these animals are brilliant. They're beautiful. They've got personalities. The kids really do fall in love with these animals. And we want them to realize that these are the kind of things that we're not going to have if we don't take care of them now.
And through Kohlreiser's program, children don't just learn about wildlife, but about recycling and being environmentally friendly. Basically how to care for planet Earth. This amazing experience is being offered to the public to come and enjoy tonight at the Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School. Even more wildlife will be featured at tonight's event. Expect to see alligators, snakes, birds, monkeys, and all kinds of unique creatures. Show times are 5:30 and again at 7:30. Admission for the show, just $5. Well, where can you find ghouls and goblins of every size and a haunted cook stirring up some frightening cries? McAdoo is the place you will find the scare. Travel to the borough this weekend but you better beware. News 13 stopping by the former St. Cunigunda's Church at the corner of Washington and Cleveland Streets in McAdoo. Inside the doors, you will find 10 haunted rooms filled with ghosts, guts, and everything Halloween. This haunted house was put together by all of the students and parents of McAdoo Catholic. Last year, the weather interrupted the scare, but this year should be horrifying.
Because of the rain last year, we were planning on having it more than one day, but that failed. So putting it in the church basement has given us the opportunity to use 2 days, to use the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we expect a big crowd.
Now, the haunted house will be open Saturday, October 20th from 6 to 10 and Sunday the 21st from 3 to 7. Cost to enter, if you dare, is $4. When a call is made for help, police officers never really know what they're going to find when they respond. A routine traffic accident can even turn into something not expected by officers, and that's why training is key. Police officers from all over Luzerne County and even some from Schuylkill County came together Monday afternoon for specialized training, dealing with all different situations, from hostage standoffs to a shooter loose in a school to an emergency inside a building that police can't get into. Now, the class was led by retired law enforcement officials, and while we were not allowed to show the actual training going on, we did catch up with Sugarloaf Township Police Chief Josh Winters, whose department hosted the session.
The goal is to get everybody on the same page, and in the event that there is a major incident, such as an active shooter or something of that sort. Another major part of the training we're doing today is getting into buildings that are locked, such as hospitals or schools, and a bunch of different scenarios if things are chained and we have no way in. However, it's a major incident that we have to break in. So there's other tools available out there that our department acquired through the district attorney's office. They assisted us, and I know Butler Township has these tools as well for breaching into buildings. It could be anything from a home to a school, or you name it. We have tools to get us in now.
Now, after some classroom instruction and training at the Sugarloaf station, these law enforcers headed to the Valley Elementary School to act out various scenarios. The lessons learned Monday were similar to what state police and local law enforcement agencies learned a few months ago when they all came together at the former Bishop Hafey School. Swarms of police officers saturated the halls of the building as they chased down a gunman. Again, the situation was only a simulation, but it's training like this which prepares police officers for any type of emergency, because they need to be ready at all times. One local community's Crime Watch program is so successful that other communities, including the city of Hazleton, are requesting their help. Members of West Hazleton's Crime Watch program meet every month at the borough's community building. The group's coordinator, Dave Minnick, is now going to be taking his knowledge to the borough of Freeland and the city of Hazleton. Minnick plans on meeting with both of the community's mayors this week, a task that is quite an honor.
Well, we've become the most active crime watch in this part of the county. So, yeah, I'm very proud of the organization and the people and the membership we have, yes.
How did you get to this point?
Hard work and diligence. A lot of it's been education. Usually about 9 months out of the year, I like to bring people in of a professional caliber, whether they're specialists in gangs, drugs, elder abuse, neighborhood crime, activity in your neighborhoods, what to keep an eye out for.
Minnick says the West Hazleton Crime Watch group has over 60 members at this point, some who are elderly, just helping to keep an extra eye out on the community, and some actually from the city looking to take some advice back to their own neighborhood. The group works closely with the West Hazleton Police Department and has even helped the officers with some investigations. Well, still ahead tonight, a fire at one local business could have ended much worse. More from Hazel Township next. And later, what do you take in your cup of joe? The pros and cons of artificial sweeteners coming up. An electrical fire broke out at a business in the Valmont Industrial Park Monday afternoon. The flames surrounded a loading dock at the business called Downriver on JC Drive in Hazel Township. Passerbys actually spotted the fire and dialed 911 right around 4:30. Workers didn't realize at first that there was even a problem.
When Hazel Township fire units arrived, we found around around the dock door, the foam and rubber burning, which is a weather barrier for the trucks when they're backed up to the bays.
Was there anyone in the building at the time?
Yes, the building was operating. It had approximately 15 people inside the building at the time. Initially, they did not know there was a fire on the outside of the building. One of the employees, came to the building and went around the back side and alerted them. And when they came out, that's when the smoke alarms inside the building started activating.
So everyone made it out all right?
Yes, the building was evacuated without any injury.
Now, there were no trucks pulled up to the loading dock when the blaze erupted, and again, no one was hurt. As you can see from our video, the loading dock was left with charred bricks, burned wood, and melted plastic. Again, this fire was accidental, and according to Chief Scott Cassishian of the Hazel Township Fire Company, an electrical problem near the loading docks is to blame. Moving on tonight, are you a coffee drinker? It's no secret that many wake up in the morning with a cup of Joe. So do you take cream and sugar in your cup of Joe? Well, let's focus on the sugar for a moment. Do you use regular or prefer an artificial sweetener? Is one better than the other? News 13 turned to the professionals for some answers. We don't just use sugar for our coffee, but sugar is something we can add to many foods. The first artificial sweetener was approved back in 1988, sending some on a low-calorie sweetener craze. But trying to keep your weight down and trying to be healthy can be totally different things. Registered dietitian at the Hazleton General Hospital, Colette Pacuch, tells us there are pros and cons to artificial sweeteners. But one thing is for sure, sugar substitute is not a magic bullet.
The bottom line is with sugar substitute is we want to stress moderation. We want to look at how much are you taking in on a daily basis. Yes, one diet soda is okay for the day, but perhaps 4 diet sodas is not okay. I would say the pros would be more for individuals that are diabetic. They're trying to control their carbohydrate intake. Also, people trying to lose weight. Obviously, they're trying to control their overall calories that they take in. Some cons have been shown, again, with different research being out there has perhaps turned people's mind against wanting to use these, and, are they really safe to use?
Splenda, Equal, Cinet, Sweet One, NutraSweet. The list of artificial sweeteners goes on. While those are the brand names of the sweeteners, they also have generic names. And Splenda actually has 600. Yes, I said 100 times sweeter than sugar. Splenda has 0 calories, which is a pro. A con would be that it adds an artificial taste when you cook with it. Sweet and Low, also known as saccharin, is 300 times sweeter than sugar. Again, 0 calories, but government reports list it as an anticipated human carcinogen. Male smokers may be at risk of cancer if they consume large amounts. Children should consume it in small quantities or not at all, and pregnant women are advised to use saccharin sparingly. Whether you choose sugar or an artificial sweetener, make sure you know the facts and take time to do some research. Very interesting. Keep it here on your information station. We will take one more look at your forecast for the rest of the work week. But first, Freddie B is on deck with sports, with news from the sports world, highlights from girls field hockey, and more, all headed your way.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, not only are the Lady Cougar field hockey team trying to make the district playoffs, that's just about a given. They're trying to get a home game in the first round. Now, to do that, they've got to keep winning and keep an eye on Delaware Valley. Last night down at Harmon Geist Memorial Field, well, a win would clinch that playoff berth. Let's go out to the green turf at Harmon Geist, and I'll tell you, it rained all the way up until, 5 o'clock? Look at this last night. What a blessing that is to have that playing surface, playing like nothing ever happened. And the team in the white, the Lady Cougars, they're taking on Lake Lehman, a pretty solid Lake Lehman club, we might add. They're wearing the black, and these two teams went at it hard. You're looking at action right here in the first half, and defense definitely was the name of the game. Hazleton area had a couple of opportunities, pushed it inside the crease, but just could not come away with a goal. Lake Lehman had a couple of opportunities too, but it was obvious that the defense on the Hazleton end was a little bit tougher than Lake Lehman's. But nevertheless, not only did we go into halftime scoreless, Well, we would go into the end of the final regulation. Scoreless, 0-0. That forced the overtime. And less than 1 minute into the overtime, Kayla Sanford hits the game winner. Thrilling win for the Lady Cougars last night at Harmon Geist as they edge out Lake Lehman in overtime, 1-0. And now the Lady Cougars are going to be playing a home game in the opening round of the District 2 tournament. That'll be next week, so we'll wait and see. It looks like it's going to be Delaware Valley, but stay tuned. But a very, very nice win for the Lady Cougars last night. Now, that wasn't the only thriller in town. MMI and Hanover went down to the wire, and it would be MMI coming out on top, 4-3. Nice win here for the boys from MMI. Preppers coming through in the clutch, and you like to see that. Girls soccer, well, the Lady Preppers weren't as fortunate. Lake Lehman putting a hurt on the MMI girls. Volleyball, North Schuylkill, 3-1, make that Shenandoah Valley, 3-1 over North Schuylkill. As far as what's going on today, down in the Schuylkill League, Lords at North Schuylkill, that's boys soccer. Hazelton area finishes out the regular campaign on the road against Holy Redeemer. Girls soccer, it's senior night at Harmon Geist for the girls. They'll be entertaining Hanover area. That one set to kick off at 6:30. Volleyball action, Pittston in the McGeehan Gym to face the Lady Cougars. MMI on the road at Lake Lehman. Down south, it's Monoy at Panther Valley. Minersville visits hometown, and North Schuylkill and Tamaqua tangle on the floor of the Blue Raiders. Water polo, Wyoming Valley West comes in. This will be the dual meet finale for the Cougar boys and girls water polo team. They hosting Wyoming Valley West. That one kind of just getting started, as a matter of fact. Hey, how hungry are you tonight? The most popular wing night in town is up at Bottlenecks. That's right, they've got the area's best wings, and every Tuesday they're just $9.95 for all you can eat. All the delicious flavors. You can have as many as you like. You can't go wrong, and they are delicious. Up at Bottlenecks every Tuesday. They sponsor us not only on Tuesdays, but it's a great place.
Now, a cool, crisp autumn day, and tomorrow will be much the same. A great day to check out the colorful fall foliage all around right now. In Schuylkill County first, we go where we see mostly clear skies tonight and a low down to 39 degrees. Your 4-day outlook Wednesday is looking mostly sunny, high near 63. We'll see a low down to 45 on your Wednesday night with partly cloudy skies and a slight chance of some showers. Thursday, look for it to be partly sunny, up to 64. Thursday night rain is likely, 51. 61 will be our high on Friday. Mostly cloudy skies and rain in the forecast, but Saturday it's looking like the sun is shining and we're up to 59. Tonight's creative condition comes to us from David Garcia from the West Hazelton School. He shows us people outside enjoying the sunny day, and a sunny day it was in Greater Hazelton. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies with a low down to 39 degrees. So a chilly evening, but no rain. Wednesday's looking mostly sunny and a high near 58 degrees. Wednesday, look for some clouds to move in. 45 will be our high. And Thursday, look for a chance of showers. Partly sunny, high near 59. Thursday night, chance of showers. Clouds remain with a low down to 44. 60 will be our high on Friday with showers in the forecast and clouds. And Friday night, look for showers to continue. And they might continue into your Saturday as well with a 30% chance of some precipitation and a high near 56 degrees. The forecast tonight brought to you by Sand Springs Country Club. Weekly restaurant specials, which are just so yummy. Shrimp scampi for $12.99. Also, lots of other great specials. They're located at 10 Clubhouse Drive in Drums. Call 788-5845. Visit them at sandspringsgolf.com or find them on Facebook. All right, that will do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Tuesday. You can catch this newscast again with the rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to News 13's website at SSPTV.com, where you're going to find everything Greater Hazelton, Schuylkill County, and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of all of us here at News 13, be safe. We'll see you back here Wednesday. Good night.